So we're at a point now, actually we've been at a point where if this were any other administration, under any other leader, the stuff the Trump regime is getting away with would be unthinkable, like ridiculous. You know it, I know it, and yet you keep coming back with the deflections. Well, what about when Biden did this? What about Obama? You know, if you can't turn inward and recognize you're comparing apples to oranges, then you're not actually making an argument. You're just being willfully obtuse. Because what's happening right now, it's beyond absurd at this point. You know, it's so bad now that when we look at the news, those of us who still have our sanity, we don't even react with shock anymore. We just shake our heads and go, yeah, of course. You know, a Texas state representative is locked inside a building because she refuses to have a police escort. And what do? Like, shrug, pretend it's normal. This isn't normal. That have never flown under any other administration, under any other regime, but here it just slides by like it's business as usual. You know, and I'm still going to come on here. I'm still going to keep talking about it. I'm still going to keep trying to, tying it back to our shared humanity and to what matters for all of us as a country, because that's important. But like I said the other day, I'm going on the offensive, because being on the defensive all the time, it doesn't work. You know, and you love to come at us with, oh, I thought you were the party of love, of peace, of kindness. Yeah, we are, but here's what happens. You push a gentle person past the point of patience, and there's no sugarcoating left. You know, scrolling through a couple of lives yesterday, a few posts, I can't do it for long. It just gets heavy, and I have to turn away. But even just for a few minutes, the ugliness in those comments was overwhelming. You know, I kind of expected the nastiness when I was watching a live in DC last night with the political tension that's going on there, but, you know, and I braced myself for that. But then I came across posts about the crosswalk in Florida, the one where someone literally peeled up the pride colors from the street, and watching the comments on that, people just being vile. You know, and one of the creators I follow, someone who's genuinely kind and sweet, you know, is just getting piled on by the same kind of cruelty just because of her lifestyle choice. And look, you know, I've said this before. Yeah, both sides can attack. Usually, though, when we clap back, it's out of defense, because we're sick of having to fend off nasty comments, and sometimes it's just raw frustration. Like, my God, can you open your eyes? Because your lack of critical thinking is so ridiculous, it's exhausting. But when you attack, you're doing it to defend a monster. You're just echoing his ugliness. You're mirroring the nastiness of the person you're protecting. He's not complicated. He's not playing chess. He's not a mystery puzzle. He's not secretly a good guy with a bad PR team. He's just a bad person, full stop. And if you can't see that by now, that's not me being unkind. That's you being willfully stupid. You know, at this point, trying to explain it is like this. Imagine you and a friend watch someone carjack another person, right? Steal their car and unalive them right in front of you before driving away. And then your friend turns to you and says, well, I don't know. Is it really that bad? Maybe there's another side to this. No, there's no other side. It's wrong. It's evil. End of story. And that's where we are. You know, if you still need a dissertation to understand it, you don't actually want to understand it. You're just looking for excuses later.